Hello guys, this is Shubhan and welcome to my English lecture. And today's lecture is gonna be about adverb clause. It means that after watching this video, you will be able to give answer to such questions like what is adverb clause and what are the types of adverb clause and how can it be identified in a sentence. But before I go in detail, if you are new in my lecture, please subscribe my channel and turn on the bell icon so that you can receive my new lectures. Well, let's start. But whenever we explain something, so first we define it. So let's define adverb clause and after that give examples. So the definition of adverb clause can be like this. An adverb clause is a group of words which contains a subject and a verb and modifies verb, adjective and another adverb. If you keep in mind this definition, it gives us approximately 5 points. The first one is that an adverb clause will be a group of words. It means that an adverb clause will be more than one word. And the second thing is that it will consist of a subject and a verb. And the third thing is that it will modify a verb. And the fourth thing is that it can also modify an adjective. And the fifth thing is that it can also modify another adverb. Along with these 5 points, you need to remember one thing, and that is subordinating conjunctions. Because subordinating conjunctions appear in the beginning of an adverb clause. So let me show you subordinating conjunctions on the screen so that you remember it, and by the help of that you can identify an adverb clause in a sentence. And just look at these are subordinating conjunctions. For example, the man was talking as if he were the leader of the group. If you just look at this sentence, it consists of two clauses. One is the man was talking. It is man clause. And after that, as if he were the leader of the group. If you just look at it, starts with subordinating conjunction, and that is as if. And after that, as we said that in definition that adverb clause will consist of a subject. So it also consists of a subject, that is he. And we also said that it will also consist of a verb, and the verb is after the he is verb. So if he were the leader of the group, so it starts with subordinating conjunction, and the second thing is that it consists of a subject and a verb, and the third thing is that it is a group of words. And here it functions like an adverb because it describes the verb talking. It says that the man was talking, but how he was talking? He was talking in such a way that he seems to us that the leader of that group. So that is why it is an adverb clause, because it starts with subordinating conjunction and it consists of a subject and a verb, and after that it is a group of words. I am sorry that we did not call you. And look at this sentence, it also consists of two clauses. The first one is main clause, I am sorry, because it can stand alone as a sentence. And after that we did not call you. So it is an adverb clause because it starts with subordinating conjunction, that is that. And after that it consists of a subject and a verb, and it functions like an adverb because it modifies the adjective, that is sorry. I am sorry, or what? That we did not call you. So it gives more information about the adjective, that is sorry. So that is why it is an adverb clause. I am glad that you have come. So you can see that it is another sentence, I am glad. This is main clause, and after that you have come, so it is we can say that it is adverb clause because it starts with subordinating conjunction and it consists of a subject and a verb, and it modifies the adjective, that is glad. I am glad for what? That you have come. So it is adverb clause. He was sad because he lost his phone. He was sad, it is main clause, and after that because he lost his phone is an adverb clause because it consists of subordinating conjunction, that is because, and after that it consists of a subject, that is he, and the verb, that is lost. So that is why it is an adverb clause, and it modifies and describes or gives more information about the adjective, that is sad. He was sad, but what? Why? Because he lost his phone. So it is an adverb clause because it modifies the adjective, that is sad. As we understood about adverb clause, but along with that, adverb clause consists of so many types. And some of them are adverbial clause of time, adverbial clause of place, adverbial clause of reason, adverbial clause of purpose, adverbial clause of condition, adverbial clause of manner. And let's talk about them and discuss it one by one in detail. Adverbial clause of time. An adverbial clause of time tells us about when something happens. In simple words, you can say that adverbial clause of time gives us information about the time, when something happens, but in which time. So it gives us information about the time. For example, I stopped writing when I saw my friend. If you look at this sentence, it consists of two clauses. The first one is I stopped writing. It is main clause because it can stand alone as a sentence. And the second one is when I saw my friend. If you analyze it, it starts with the subordinating conjunction, that is when. And it consists of a subject and a verb. Subject is I and a verb is saw. And it is a group of words, and it gives us information about the verb that is stopped. I stopped writing, but when? When I stopped my writing. When I saw my friend. And the time when I saw my friend. So that is why it modifies a verb, and it consists of a subject and a verb, and it starts with subordinating conjunction. So that is why it is adverbial clause of time. I went home after the party ended. If you look at this sentence, it again consists of two clauses. The first one is I went home. I went home is main clause because it can stand alone as a sentence. And after that, the second clause is after the party ended. It also starts with subordinating conjunction, that is after, and it consists of a subject and a verb. Subject is the party and verb is ended. And it modifies the verb, that is went. I went home, but when? After the party ended. So it gives us information about the verb. So that is why it is adverbial clause of time. I always take bath before I go to bed. This sentence consists of two clauses. The first one is I always take bath because it can stand alone. So that is why it is independent or main clause. And look at the second clause, before I go to bed. And as we have said in definition that adverbial clause will start from subordinating conjunction, and it consists of subordinating conjunction, that is before, and it will consist of a subject and a verb. And here again it consists of a subject, that is I, and go is verb. And here it functions like an adverb because it modifies the verb, that is take. I always take bath, but when? Before I go to bed. So here before I go to bed is adverbial clause of time. I was not at home when he came to see me. If you look at this sentence, it consists of two clauses. The first one is main clause, I was not at home. And after that, the second clause starts with subordinating conjunction, that is when, and it consists of a subject, that is he, and a verb, that is came. So that is why when he came to see me is adverbial clause of time because it modifies I was not at home, but when? When I was not at home. When he came to see me. So that is why it is adverbial clause of time. Adverbial clause of place. Adverbial clause of place tells us about where something happens. In simple words, you can say that adverbial clause of place gives us information about place. If something happened or if something happens, but where? For example, he goes wherever my father sends him. If you look at this sentence, it consists of two clauses. He goes, it is man clause. And after that, the second clause, wherever my father sends them. And it starts with subordinating conjunction, that is wherever. And the subject is my father, and sends is a verb. So wherever my father sends them is adverbial clause, because it gives us information about the place. He goes, but where does he go? Wherever my father sends them. So that is why it is a group of words. It starts with subordinating conjunction, and it consists of a subject and a verb, and it modifies the verb. So that is why it is adverbial clause of place. I have put my keys where I can find it again. The sentence also consists of two clauses. The first one is I have put my keys. It is man clause because it can stand alone as a sentence. And the second, look at the second clause, where I can find it again. If you look at it, starts with subordinating conjunction, that is where. And again, it consists of a subject and a verb. That is, subject is I, can is a modal auxiliary, and find is a verb. Where I can find it again. And it modifies the word put. I have put my keys, but where? In a place where I can find it again. It gives us information about the place. And so that is why it is adverbial clause of place. You can sleep wherever you like. If you analyze this sentence, it consists of two clauses. You can sleep, it is man clause. And look at the second one, wherever you like. It starts with subordinating conjunction, wherever. And along with that, it consists of a subject, that is you, and a verb, that is like. You can sleep, and wherever you like. So here, wherever you like is adverbial clause of place, because it gives us more information about the verb, and it gives us information about the place. Where it gives answer to the question where. For example, if I tell you that you can sleep wherever you like. So here it is adverbial clause of place. I signed my name where he showed me. Again, if you analyze this sentence, it consists of two clauses. The first one is I signed my name. It is man clause. And the second one, where he showed me. It starts with subordinate conjunction, and it consists of a subject, he, and verb, that is showed. And here it functions like adverbial clause of place, because it gives us information about the place. Where did I sign? Where he showed me, and a place where he showed me. So that is why it is adverbial clause of place. Adverbial clause of reason. An adverbial clause of reason is used to explain why someone does something or why something happens. In simple words, you can say that adverbial clause of reason is that kind or that type of adverb which gives us reason. If you do something, but why you are going to do that thing. And if something happens, so why something is happened. For example, I read books because I love it. If you analyze this sentence, it consists of two clauses. I read books, this is man clause, because it can stand alone as a sentence. And after that, because I love it, because it is subordinating conjunction, and I is a subject, love is a verb, because I love it. So it gives us reason. I read books. Why do I read books? The reason is because I love it. So that is why it is adverbial clause of reason, because it's a subordinating conjunction, and I is a subject, love is a verb. My parents were disappointed that I did not get high marks. If you look at this sentence, it consists of two clauses. The first one is my parents were disappointed, and it is man clause because it can stand alone as a sentence. And if you look at another clause, it starts with subordinating conjunction, and that is that I did not get high marks. And these And this group of words consists of subordinating conjunction, and along with that it also possesses subject and a verb, and it is a group of words, and it gives us reason because my parents were disappointed. It is main class. Why they were disappointed? The reason is that I did not get high marks. So that is why it is a adverbial clause of reason. Along with that, you should just keep in mind that sometimes adverbial clause can appear in the beginning of a sentence. For example, he had not paid the bill. His electricity was cut off. If you look it in the beginning, so it starts with subordinating conjunction. That is because. Because, and it along with that it consists of a subject and a verb, and it gives us reason that why his electricity was cut off, because he had not paid the bill. So that is why it is a adverbial clause of reason. I am glad that you have come here. If you look at this sentence, it also consists of two classes. The first one is that one, I am glad, and the second one starts with subordinating conjunction, that is that, and after that it consists of a subject and a verb. I am glad that you have come here. I am glad. Why? What is the reason why I'm glad? So the reason is that you have come here. So that is why it is a adverbial clause of reason, because it gives us reason. And the characteristics which I have told you and the definition that all possess here. The first one is that it consists of subordinating conjunction. It also consists of subject and a verb, and it is a group of words. So that is why it is adverbial clause of reason. Adverbial clause of purpose. An adverbial clause of purpose tells us about the purpose of the verb in the main clause. In simple words, you can say that an adverbial clause of purpose is that type of adverb which gives us information about the main clause. If something is happened in the main clause, so the purpose behind of that work will be expressed by the adverb clause of purpose. For example, he works hard so that he might pass the exam. This sentence again consists of two clauses. The first one is main clause, he works hard. And after that, so that he might pass the test. And it starts with subordinating conjunction, that is so that. And after that, it consists of a subject and a verb. Subject is he, might is modal auxiliary, and the verb is past. And it gives us the purpose. It gives us information about the purpose. Why does he work hard? The purpose is that so that he might pass the test. So it is adverbial clause of purpose. We eat so that we may live. It consists of two clauses. We eat, this is main clause, and after that the another clause starts with subordinating conjunction, that is so that we may live, and it is adverbial clause of purpose, because why do we eat? The purpose is that we may live. So that is why it is adverbial clause of purpose. The UNO was formed in order that countries might discuss world problems. If you look at this sentence, again it consists of two clauses. The first one is the UNO was formed. It is main clause because it can stand alone as a sentence. In order that countries might discuss world problems, this one adverb clause of purpose because it consists of subject and verb, and it starts with subordinating conjunction, and it gives us purpose because the UNO was formed. If I say that why the UNO was formed, so the purpose is that in order that countries might discuss world problems. So it is adverbial clause of purpose. Adverbial clause of condition. An adverbial clause of condition gives the circumstances under which the action in the main clause will take action. In simple words, you can say that adverbial clause of condition provides a circumstances or condition at which in the main clause the action will be taken and that condition. For example, if I like it, I will buy it. If you look at and analyze this sentence, if I like it, I will buy it. I will buy it, this thing, and condition. And the condition is provided by adverbial clause of condition. That is, if I like it. When I will buy it, if I like it in this condition. If I like it, so then I'll buy. Otherwise not. So that is why it starts with subordinating conjunction, that is if. And it consists of subject, that is I, and verb is like. So, and it is a group of words, and it provides condition. So that is why it is adverbial clause of condition. If you heat ice, it melts. And again, this part of a clause, that if you heat ice, it is adverbial clause of condition, because the ice can be melted in a situation if you heat it. So that is why if you heat ice is adverbial clause of condition, because it consists of subordinating conjunction, it consists of subject and verb, and it is a group of words, and it provides circumstances. If it rains, we will stay at home tomorrow. Again, in the beginning of it, it is subordinating conjunction, if it rains. And after that, the subject, that is it and rains, and it is verb. So if it rains, it provides condition or circumstances. So we will stay at home. In which situation we will stay at home? If it rains. So that is why if it rains is a adverbial clause of condition. Along with that, you should also keep in mind that adverbial clause of condition can also appear in the end of sentence. For example, I will attend the event if you personally invite me. If you just look at I will attend the event, it is main clause. And after that, the next clause is if you personally invite me. It starts with subordinate conjunction, that is if, and it consists of a subject, that is you, and a verb, that is invite. And if you personally invite me, and it also provides a condition, when I will attend the party or when I will attend the event. When you personally invite me, so it is a condition. So that is why it is adverbial clause of condition. Adverbial clause of manner. An adverbial clause of manner states that how something is done. In simple words, you can say that adverbial clause of manner gives us information about the verb. If something is done, but how? For example, do it as I tell you. If you look at that, it is imperative sentence, and do it is main clause, because it can stand alone. And after that, it starts with another clause, starts with subordinating conjunction, and that is as. And it also consists of subject and a verb. Subject is I and tell is verb. Do it, but how should you do it? Do it as I tell you. So as I tell you is an adverbial clause of manner, because it gives us information about the verb, that is do. So that is why it is adverbial clause of manner. She reacted if she did not know the truth. If you analyze this sentence, it also consists of two clauses. The first one is she reacted. She reacted is a main clause. And after that, the next clause is as if she did not know the truth. It starts with subordinating conjunction, that is as if, and it consists of subject and a verb. And it gives us information about the reaction of the girl. How did she react? She reacted in such a way that if she did not know the truth. So that is why if she did not know the truth is adverbial clause of manner because it gives us information about the verb that is reacted. He cried as if he were mad. If you look at this sentence, he cried is main clause, and after the main clause, as if he were mad starts with subordinating conjunction as if, and it consists of a subject and a verb, and it gives us information about the verb that is cried. How did he cry? As if he were mad. So that is why it is adverbial clause of manner, because it gives us information or it modifies the verb that is cried.